Shalom. I want to start off by saying Kal Halal Yamlah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rekah Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone for teaching us the truth and the rule well. Salakia. Peace and salutations unto the Akim that is spread around the four corners of the earth, spreading this word in sincerity and in truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect. I'm the brother Kodas Zayan from the James Holland branch, coming back through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai with another lesson, with another video. And Lord willing, this video is edifying. So in this lesson, it's entitled, Do You Have Your Beautiful Garment? Do you have your beautiful garment? And I want to start off with Judges 5, verse 11. And it reads, They that are delivered from the noise of the archers in the places of drawing water, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of Yahweh, even the righteous acts towards the inhabitants of his villages in Israel. Then shall the people of Yahweh go down to the gate. God. So this is the scripture that we always pull to show you that in the place of drawing waters, which is in captivity, where we are in right now, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, the biblical Hebrew Israelites, the true Israelites, they are in captivity, spread across the four corners of the earth, and they are going to practice the righteous acts, and to prove that place of drawing water, that is captivity, we're going to go to Joshua 9, verse 27. Let me see real quick. This is Joshua 9, verse 17. And the children of Israel sojourned, and the children of Israel journeyed and came unto their cities on the third day. Now their cities were Gibeon and Chephirah and Beeroth and Kiriath Yarim. And the children of Israel smote them not, because the princes of the congregation had sworn unto them by the Lord Yahweh, power of Israel. And all the congregation murmured against the princes. But all the princes said unto all the congregation, We have sworn unto them by Yahweh, power of Israel. Now, therefore, we may not touch them. This we will do to them. We will even let them live, lest wrath be upon us, because of the oath which we swore unto them. And the princes said unto them, Let them live, but let them be hewers of wood and drawers of water unto all the congregation, as the princes had promised them. Can you see? So, being drawers of water and hewers of wood, what does that make you? That makes you a slave, a servant, You are taken captive. You are taken captive by the nation that is stronger than you, the nation that has you in captivity. And in this case, it's Esau. The Most High has set Esau so, that he is in charge and that he is now the modern day Pharaoh. But the Most High is going to, come and bring a recompense upon his own head for all the things and the atrocities that he did. You see? But going back, in the place of drawing waters, meaning in captivity, there will they practice the righteous acts. And who is the they? The Israelites. Let's go to the book of Joel 2, verse 12 and 13. And it reads, Therefore also now, said Yahweh, turn ye even to me with all your heart, and with fasting, and with weeping, and with mourning. God, and that's what we're doing. We're turning to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, just like how it was in our mind to go astray from Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Now we call unto him, we turn unto him 10 times more. You know? Let me see real quick. This is Baruch 4, verse 28. For as it was in your mind to go astray from Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, so being returned, seek him 10 times more. You see? So it was in our own mind, in our past lives, and when we were in that Babylonish and Gentile state of mind, we went off. But now, knowing and hearing this truth, we are seeking Yahweh Hashem Yahushai 10 times more, you know? So we are turning to the Most High with fasting, and that is something that, something you should practice regularly, to get the demons off of you. And with weeping and with mourning, God, because we are mourning and weeping right now. Because what did Yahushai say? Why do you mourn and weep when you have the bridegroom with you? But when the bridegroom is gone, then you should mourn and weep. He was speaking to the disciples that he was supping with them, so they didn't have to be mourning in a mourning state. But now we don't have Yahushai, so we are mourning and weeping. You see, we are waiting for that marriage. We are waiting to be joined onto Yahushai in the air. So reading on, and rend your heart and not your garments, and turn unto Yahweh your power, for he is gracious and merciful, slow to anger, and of great kindness, and repented him for the evil. So it says, and rend your heart, meaning you shouldn't, in past times when we were mourning, then we would rent our clothes, we would rent our garments. But now in this verse it's saying, and rend your heart and not your garments. So what is being explained here, that we should tear off from that, from the lust, tear off from the pleasures of this world, because that's what we all were indulged in before we had this truth. So now we should rent our mind, meaning to break off, to break away from the pleasures of this world. Like it also says in, the book of 2 John, he that loves the world doesn't have the love of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Let me see. I think it was 2 John, or 1 John 2:15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. You see? So tear away from the pleasures of this world, from the love of this world, because this world is going to perish, like the scripture says. So rent your heart, separate yourself from this world, and don't rent your garments. Why? Because the garment, that is what you got to put on, actually. Isaiah 52, verse 1, and it reads, Awake, awake, put on thy strength, O Zion, put on thy beautiful garments, O Jerusalem, the holy city, for henceforth there shall no more come into thee the uncircumcised and the unclean. God, so the scripture says, awake, awake, and put on thy strength, which thy strength is this knowledge that we have, the knowledge of who we truly are and what predicament we truly are in, how this all is going to play out. We have that knowledge. O Zion, which Zion represents, goes back to monument and parched place, and we are that monument. We are that residue of that great people that we once were here upon earth, and that parched place is a burnt place, which that is symbolizes how dry we actually are, and we need water. We need to be watered, and the water represents the truth. So it says, "Put on thy beautiful garments," which the beautiful garments, that is this righteousness and this knowledge and this truth that you have to put on. O Jerusalem, which Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. So the Most High, he already gave the people a name, and then he gave them a land. Okay, like, this is where you should reside. This is where I want you to live. The holy city, for henceforth shall no more come into thee the uncircumcised and the unclean, which the uncircumcised and the unclean, those represent the Gentiles, but also the unclean in mind. You know, we should be cut off from the people that are uncircumcised in the mind, which that goes back to the 2/3, for example. They are uncircumcised in the mind. So going on, let's go to Revelation 19, verse 7 and 8. Let us be glad and rejoice and give honor to him, for the marriage of the Lamb is come, and his wife had made herself ready. Gone. And what does the scripture say in Jeremiah? Jeremiah 6:2. I have likened the daughter of Zion, which is the nation of Israel, to a comely and delicate woman. Okay, so we are seen as a comely and delicate woman. And it says, for the marriage of the Lamb is come. And who is the Lamb? Let me see. Bear with me for a second. Go to this one. Revelation 5:6. And I beheld, and lo, in the midst of the throne and the four beasts, and in the midst of the elders, stood a lamb as it has been slain, having 7 horns and 7 eyes, which are the 7 spirits of Yahweh Bashem Yahshai, sent forth into all the earth. So the lamb that looked as it was slain, that is Yahweh, because you can read all about that in Isaiah 53, that he was so marred, that his visage was so marred that people couldn't recognize him. So that's how badly they beat Yahweh down. See, so he's that lamb that that looked like he was slain, having 7 horns and 7 eyes, which those 7 horns and 7 eyes and 7 spirits, they represent the complete knowledge. You know, Yahweh, he already has that complete knowledge, you know. So that's why he is the one that is able to loose the 7 seals of the book of the Bible, you know. He brought the truth back onto the earth because he was the one that was ordained to do that. He was the only one part that had the possibility to loose the seals because the Bible was completely shut. That's why it had 7 seals on it. So going back, for the marriage of the Lamb is come. And to be married unto the Lamb, what does that mean? That means to be joined unto the Lamb. And that's what's going to happen when these intercontinental ballistic missiles hit. You know, we are going to be beamed up in the chariots, and we are going to meet him up in the air. We are going to be made joint heirs. Like it means to be joined. Then if you go into that word marriage, same manner, we are going to meet Yahweh in the air, and we are going to be made joint heirs, because we are going to join him in the air. And to her was granted that she should be arrayed in fine linen, clean and white, for the fine linen is the righteousness of saints. You see? So that's that beautiful garment. That's that garment that represents the righteousness that we are actually acting out here in the place of drawing waters, that we are acting out here on earth. So in the end, when we are going to meet in the air, the Most High is going to give us those white robes, those white garments, what we are so diligently working for right now, you know, to show the Most High our righteousness. Even though the scripture says all our righteousness is seen as filthy rags, but still here upon earth is seen as filthy rags. But the Most High, He wants you to still try to be righteous, you know, because that's all we can do. Because look at the 2/3. You see what they are doing. They're killing, shooting each other. They are like beasts, like wild beasts. You see? So do you have your beautiful garment with you? That's the name of this lesson. You see? Because ultimately the Most High is going to give you that beautiful white robe. Yahushua is going to crown you. Matthew 22, verse 9 till 13, and then I'm going to close it off with that. This is red letters, so this is Yahushua speaking. Go ye therefore into the highways and byways, and as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage. We already spoke about the marriage, you know, making yourself ready for the marriage with Yahushua. So those servants went out into the highways and byways. That's speaking about the servants, the prophets that are standing in the highways and byways, bidding people to the marriage, calling people to this feast, and gathered together all as many as they found, both bad and good. You see, because we just do what we have to do. We bid people to the marriage, and the Most High is going to exactly see who is good and who is bad, who is going to stay and who's going to fall out. You know, who's going to bring different brothers in that need to be in, and then they're going to be sifted away. That's up to the Most High. And the wedding was furnished with guests. And when the king came in to see the guest, he saw there a man which had not a wedding garment. So he didn't have this his beautiful garment with him. He was naked, basically. And he said unto him, Friend, how comest thou in hither, not having a wedding garment? And he was speechless, and then said the king to the servants, Bind him hand and foot, and take him away, and cast him into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. See? So that servant, he is going to be food for the missiles, because the weeping and gnashing of teeth, that represents the intercontinental ballistic missiles. So the point of this video is, do you have your beautiful garment with you? Are you practicing the commandments of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai? Are you bidding people to the marriage? Are you in the place of drawing waters, practicing those righteous acts that the Most High requires of you? You see? So, this video is edifying, and I want to say, Kal Halal Yamla, Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem Rekakodash, Shalom Akem.